Hi, this is the voice of Heidie Calero with another interesting economic capsule on the Puerto Rico economy. We have been talking about infrastructure over the past capsules, and today it's going to be a continuation of that with a fascinating topic of the Internet of Things, and really what is the road that makes it possible? What are the installations that are necessary to enjoy Internet at full speed, at warp speed, if you will, and that's broadband. Don't forget, those of you who like our economic capsules, to go to YouTube and under the little bell, just pulse it so that you receive new notifications on the Puerto Rico economic analysis. And of course, if you like our economic capsules, give us a thumbs up. As I said before, the topic is going to be broadband infrastructure, because it is going to be the glue, the blood for Puerto Rico to really compete worldwide. The map that I am depicting here has been shown or is posted in the fiscal plan that AFAF, the government of Puerto Rico, just published. So even though it was published in 2021, the statistics that they are offering us are for 2019. So we imagine that the map has changed, especially in 2020, as more money has come in for this infrastructure. But for the time being, we depict that in Puerto Rico, almost all of the coast, which is this tan-colored, cream-colored legend indicates, that's where broadband is available. The center of the island, especially these very dark red zones, especially the mountainous areas, are the ones that have very limited broadband. So investment in this infrastructure is absolutely necessary. And you know why? Because with COVID-19, we were all locked down in our houses, and learning, especially public education, was through the internet. It was remote learning. And of course, not everybody had access to internet, so that big divide continued now with public education. So we need to address this in our future labor educational reform. So let's look at the share of persons that have access in internet. And again, it's not the latest data, but I am depicting this so as you have a comparison with other countries that have higher shares of persons with access to internet. Puerto Rico is the green line. So as of 2016, it was 69%. Probably by 2017, with Hurricane Maria in September 2017, part of this infrastructure was down, so less people had access to internet. But over time, with 2018, 2019, and monies that have been coming in, we have now regained part of this share of people with internet access. But notice the United Arab Emirates with 91% of persons with access to internet, and the United States in this magenta line with 76%, and Puerto Rico with 69%. So we need to be closing that gap between those that have a lot of access to internet and those that do not. So Puerto Rico, even though it's not in the lower end, it's not in the high end either. And in order to compete globally, we do need access to internet, and we need broadband. That is the topic of this economic capsule. And just to show you the economic impact of broadband, be it fixed or mobile, there was a study recently made in 2019, and it computed, it estimated that a 10% increase, be it in fixed and mobile broadband, increased GDP, gross domestic product, in fixed broadband by 1.9%, and mobile broadband by 1.2%. So significant increases, especially since Puerto Rico has been in a continued depression since 2007. And notice the digitalization, digital ecosystem, a 10% increase in this digitalization implies an increase in gross domestic product of 1.9%. The good news is that Puerto Rico has access to all these federal monies, and after Hurricane Maria, the FCC provided Puerto Rico Fund, Connect Puerto Rico Fund, and the Virgin Islands as well with monies, 750 million in its first tranche in Puerto Rico, and almost 220 million for the U.S. Virgin Islands. And then more recently, another additional 250 million for almost $1 billion to be given competitively to the T-Mobiles, the Liberties, the Claros of this world, AT&T. So over time, over a period of 4, 5, even 10 years, we have access to all these funds, and they have been investing those monies in this broadband infrastructure. And more recently, with a fiscal plan that now in February of 2021, AFAF, the government presented, they said broadband infrastructure is key to Puerto Rico's economic development and future economic growth. So $400 million are estimated to be allocated over the next 3 years for this broadband infrastructure. So definitely Puerto Rico needs to improve its infrastructure, and it's going to do it if it uses very wisely all these funds that are coming, be it federal funds, disaster relief funds, as well as monies from Puerto Rico. Until the next capsule, stay safe. Thank you.